Hi Zaha, Fallon here again, another vlog. We've actually got some more focus this time. We're going to be talking more about Fallon stuff. Don't be alarmed by the cuddly hamster thing with the moustache. I've got fiddly hand syndrome today. I just want to touch everything and fiddle with everything. If I don't do that, I'm just going to be distracted. So you're going to see this go backwards and forwards throughout the entirety of this vlog until I put it down to pick up other things that I've got. I've got a few questions from Zira, Zendelia, Kielan and Kismet. I've forgotten who you are as a character, but I'm sure I'll remember eventually. Some of them, the more funnier ones, the obvious revenge too. What is your shoe size? Because that's like the first question that comes to my head. I think it's my ex, whatever. I used to work in shoe shops, so it comes to me. What is your shoe size? Anyway, to start with, we'll do a zeros. Some of them are quite plot orientated, some of them are not so, but it's generally the Fallon focus. So if you're not interested in listening to that today, by all means, goodbye. Nice to speak to you. See you on chat or maybe thread. If not, please stick around for the continuing of the show, and we shall see what happens. Anyway, zero. To begin with, you asked me, do I plan to expand more on Fallon's slave past, and how has discovering her past as a slave made her view her childhood in hindsight? Now, not many people know about this one because it isn't actually appearing in Fallon's history, because it was a strange mystery blank point. I've later developed that out, and yes, Fallon was a slave. Might as well jump on that bandwagon. Yes, I do plan to expand more on it. I don't know exactly when, but it will probably be next season, because I plan to take next season a little bit slowly. For real life reasons, I've got university, it's my third year, I'm rocking with this hamster now, I've just noticed. It's my third year of uni, so I need to make sure I keep everything less plot heavy. Well, maybe not plot heavy, but under control. But yeah, I do plan to expand it. I've got some elements I want to go into, like, what sort of treatment will she put under, what did she do, how did she escape? That's already planned out as well. Technicalities. For the other half of your question, which was how was discovering her childhood and past as a slave as a child, start again. How was discovering her past as a slave made her view her childhood in hindsight? She doesn't really quite know what to think about that. I think it's more shell shock, when everything catches up with you and you're a bit, what do I do? She's in shock, basically. That's it. I'll move on now. Next lot of questions, which is Zendelia, which is, what would she consider her safest and most secure sanctuary in all of Mizahar, and what does she value in others? I'll answer the first question. Ironically, or amusingly, it isn't Solarus, because she's had bad experiences in Solarus before, and thus dubs it as not particularly safe. But that's, in character stuff, each their own. If she had to put a place on it, it would probably be Zaltiva, or possibly Vanthor. Zaltiva, the way it's shaped, doesn't have a big military force, but they keep things under relative control when she was there, or visited there. Vanthor was cold, very cold, and convinced her to stay inside most of the time until she was shooed out by her mentor. Go train around. So, one of those two. I'd have to flip a coin, really, on what. As for what does she value in others, I think Fallon, looking again, Fallon values honesty, which is, or people keeping to contracts. Honour, because honour doesn't get you anywhere, she's discovered after a long while. She understands the principles of it and some things, but doesn't work for her. But yeah, keeping to contracts or agreements. Yeah. You know, if you can keep that, then you can generally, and everything stays to plan, you can keep it going. Next lot is Caleb. It was a very amusing question, this, because I had to go and do research on what it was. I feel like Fallon must have strong opinions in socioeconomics. Is that weird? If she does, I'd like to hear about it. I didn't know what socioeconomics was before I got asked this, so this is my crash course of, apparently it's like social progression, rich versus poor, the haves and haves not, crime and poverty. Okay, I didn't know it was called that. I know it exists now, but I didn't know that was the big looping name. The general ignorance strikes again. You know, it sort of makes sense because Fallon used to be squire of Sir Lewis, and now she owns a gang in Sunburst, which is one extreme to the other. For her opinions, because I'm sort of also basing this off, she's aware of it and she knows that it goes on and that there is divides between the rich and the poor, the established, the unestablished. She's still trying to learn about it properly, you know. How does it work? How does it work? What encourages it? What disencourages it? The swings and roundabouts. But I wouldn't say she has an opinion. She knows it and recognises that it's a problem and that it needs to be sorted. But she doesn't know how to do that yet, and she's still trying to actually work out, okay, where needs sorting, where doesn't need sorting. I'm not really sure how to answer the rest of that question. I'm ignorant. I'm a scientist at heart, not a socioeconomicist. I can't say it. Socioeconomics. Right. Now the last two questions, which I refer to as the revenge questions. One from Caleb and one from Kismet. Caleb has asked what is her dress size, and Kismet has asked what's Fallon's shoe size. Now we all know, those who pay attention, that I do the modelling for Fallon, so that means I have to go through my wardrobe and find out what my shoe and dress size is. According to my fake Converse, a UK size 6.5. So Fallon's a 6.5, or a Euro size 40, or a US 8.5. That's her shoe size. Dress size. I'm UK size 10. Fallon's a size 10, which I think is an American medium. I don't know. I'm not good at these sizing things. I just go to the shop and put them on, and if they fit, it's alright. Yeah. That's Fallon's sizes for you. There's not much to it. It's the quickest check ever. I'm still going to ask that question to everyone who says, do you have a question? I'm going to ask, what is your shoe size? Because it gives you something to talk about. I feel, yeah. Yeah, those are Fallon's sizes. Right, so I'm going to go now. I think I've managed to rush through the near 9 minutes of this, so goodbye from me, goodbye from the hamster. See you around, Zahar.